So I chose to talk about family secrets today. And it's only now that I'm realizing how that ties in to my path as an adult. I have shared so much with the public over the last, I don't know, how many years has it been? Um, at, at least 30 years, probably more, that I've shared so much about my personal life with the public. And I founded something called the Shame Free Zone. It really is my office in downtown Grass Valley. It's my website, my newsletter, my YouTube channel, everything I do, I have labeled the Shame Free Zone because I talk about everything um, pertaining to myself. I don't share other people's secrets. And earlier this month, I talked about how I was really born to receive people's secrets, and that feels like a sacred calling, just something I'm built for. And I feel really great about that. And at the same time, I I just want to share with you the I guess the trauma around family secrets that I experienced growing up. So my dad, I think he was mentally ill. I really do. And what he did was he just gradually became more and more contracted, more and more private, more and more secretive. And he put a lot of pressure on my sister and my mother and I to not share anything about the family. So there was this contracted, tight feeling in myself, actually, as a child, too, that I can't talk. I can't express the truth. I can't tell anybody what's happening to me. And there was a lot going on in our home. So my father was physically abusive towards my mother. And he also sometimes seemed to take a lot of pleasure in killing animals. It all looked kind of normal ish. Like I grew up in a rural setting where people, um, killed animals for meat and sometimes just killed so called pests to try to do pest control, like go out and kill squirrels. But it seemed like my dad took some kind of strange pleasure in um, doing that. Like it gave him a sense of power. And I think he was a very frightened man who felt very powerless. So his guns became part of how he expressed his power. But it also created an atmosphere of fear for me as a child because I saw him kill a little baby bunny when I was only probably 3. I think I was maybe 3. And he just shot it, and in some ways, I guess that was not a big deal for the time and the place that we were in, which was Eastern Oregon. And a lot of times rodents were seen as pests, and everybody had guns. But it was the look on his face. It was how much pleasure he took in that moment that I found really devastating as a little girl. So, as time goes on, more and more secrets accumulate. And by the time I am pubescent, my father is becoming sexually inappropriate with me. Um, and eventually, he went way far with my sister, um, who was younger than I. All of that was kept secret. Nobody talked about it. And a painful moment for me was when I was 17. I mean, all of this stuff was painful, but a particularly poignant, painful moment for me was when my grandmother um, came over to stay, and I broke the secret. And I told her that Dad had been molesting my sister and I. And she very nonchalantly said, "Yeah, I thought so." I was like, wow. So you didn't think to call anybody? You didn't think to tell anybody? You just let us suffer all those years? To be fair to my grandmother, she had been raped by her father. So, I mean, this is how these family secrets in families like the one I grew up in get started and perpetuated because it's handed down from generation to generation. And that was very painful. On my dad's side of the family, they didn't so much keep secrets as they had a religious viewpoint, which basically said if you've repented, given your heart to Jesus, give your heart to Jesus, and all your sins will be forgiven. And somewhere along the line, they forgot the part about go and sin no more. So they just kept asking for forgiveness and continuing to molest their kids and hit their wives. And unfortunately, that was pretty rampant throughout the family. And that's what secrets meant to me. And that's also what religion meant to me. So secrets meant that we don't tell, and it just continues to happen. And religion meant, sure, we talk about it, and then we confess it, and then we just keep doing it because nobody's taught us how to stop. Yeah. It feels really good to out the family secrets. It's very fortunate for me that most of my family has died, so I don't have to worry about hurting them. And also, I changed my name. So, double protection for them. I still want to protect my family of origin in ways that I can without hurting myself. So, I guess that's where I land with the shame-free zone. I will talk about the sins of my family because I'm not actually speaking using their last name. And I guess that offers them just a little bit of protection. And also, most of them have died. I don't know. You know, the price that we pay to tell the secrets of those that we love can be immense. It can get them canceled, it can get them fired, it can get them run out of communities. There's a lot of concrete reasons that we do it. What I'm most acquainted with, though, is how it just perpetuates these crimes that go from one generation to the next generation to the generation after. Yeah. So anyway, I had a lot to say about family secrets today. You'll see there's about 3 videos I'm dropping today. And I guess I just wanted to share with you and myself, I wanted to hear myself talk about it, why these things are so potent for me and so important, and why I founded the Shame-Free Zone. Yeah. As always, love to hear your thoughts.